Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about a complete wipe guide for Tarkov. So if you're a new player, really quick, a wipe is just a something that happens every like 5 to 7 months in Tarkov, where it basically wipes your progress, keeping a few things, but basically you restart to a level 1 account. And in this video I'm just going to be talking about what to do once that happens and how to get back as quickly as possible. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Alright, super fast. If this video does help you, feel free to go down below, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And go down and drop a comment, whether that's something positive or some feedback or a question, whatever it may be. It does help the channel a ton. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Okay, so basically there's three things in Tarkov that I would say most players focus on throughout the wipe. Number one is going to be getting money. Number two is going to be questing and leveling up, basically going for Kappa, getting level 40, whatever it may be. And the third thing is going to be the hideout. So out of these three things, what do I think is the most important? Okay, so yeah, out of these three things, I think the first thing that you should do is get money. Now, some people believe that getting level 10 to get the flea market is the most important thing. And well, that is incredibly important, and I do not disagree with that thought. I think that getting money is the first thing that should come to mind when you start a new wipe. Having like freedom, financial freedom in Tarkov is something that is super important to be able to accomplish tasks such as getting quests done and getting the hideout up. And I think if you can get money quickly, it puts you in a much better place. So Tarkov gives you a pretty good loadout with gear and guns to when the wipe happens. You have, the main thing I would say is you have to use that, and you have to use the gear it gives you to then advance forward. Use that gear to go into raids, play smart, and just get cash and get out. I have multiple guides on this channel. You can go watch other videos. But yeah, just find a good money run that you like and stick with it and make money as quickly as possible. Some people will be fighting, but like at a wipe, there's also newer players coming back to the game that maybe aren't as fresh. So PvP shouldn't be too difficult. Not everyone's running around with max gear or anything. So you should be able to make some quick money, and I would recommend doing that first and getting to a sufficient amount of money as quickly as possible. Okay, so the next thing that I would recommend doing as quickly as possible is getting to level 10. You can do this through quests and just playing in general, and you can have it in a very short amount of time. So, right, you can go up here. If you don't know, if you're in the main area, go up here and just click tasks, and then it gives you a bunch of tasks from mechanic, all the traders. You can also go over here. You can go to dealers. Once it loads, you can go to prep or whatever and just click tasks, and it gives you all of his tasks, and they'll tell you. Now, when they first start, they're very simple, and they shouldn't take you very long, and you can get to level 10 super easily. So once you're at level 10, it unlocks the flea market. This basically gives you, it's like an auction from other games. Basically, you can sell almost anything you want up here, and that means you can buy stuff at lower prices and just better deals from other players trying to sell stuff. This is one of the most important things in Tarkov, and I recommend doing that as quickly as possible above anything else. Get to level 10. It opens the game up so much more. Okay, so next up is going to be the hideout, and this kind of intertwines with the quest, and I just want to talk about what to do. Not necessarily upgrading the hideout, but something within it. So if we go into the hideout, we see all these different modules over here, and if we go into solar panel, solar energy over here, something that I have not upgraded, right? Solar power. So all these upgrades take stuff like this takes military cables along with some filters and the phase array element along with some euros. Basically, all these things take different things you need along with different quests. They all take different stuff. Now you can find this on different websites like the Tarkov wiki, but basically you just want to know exactly what you're going to have to be able to you just gotta know what these things take, and so to be able to save up for them is one of the main things that I can recommend in a wipe. So in the quests, there's different things where you must have found and rate items. So if you find a found and rate item that you need for another quest, you can hold on to it and wait to turn that in, so you don't have to go do it. And that really quickens up the time it takes to accomplish different things within Tarkov. And a lot of this may seem daunting if you're like a newer player, but you can find different websites that basically tell you everything that you're going to need, and it makes it much easier in my opinion. Now, along with that, what about the hideout? Should we upgrade it when the wipe starts? And basically, what I could say to that is, I'm going to enter right here. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. The generator and stuff is pretty loud. The main thing I would do for the Bitcoin farm is, obviously I'm recording this pre-wipe, so when the wipe happens, you kind of have to assess your situation and know if these things are worth it. So the Bitcoin farm is a pretty major thing that a lot of people and that's what a lot of people focus on. Now I have no graphics cards in here because they completely destroyed it, and see it takes 300 hours to to make a Bitcoin. Um, and that was a pre-wipe event, obviously. But so you gotta kind of assess, is this Bitcoin farm worth it? If they didn't change anything to it and the Bitcoin was still 800K and it was making every 24 hours or whatever it was, then yeah, go for the Bitcoin farm. Now, however, if it's nerfed and if when it gets changed for the next wipe, you're gonna have to assess it, and that's something you guys kind of got to do on your own. I would recommend getting the hideout up for different quests and stuff, getting it all to like probably like level 2 at least, just for right now, and then I would take the Bitcoin farm and you got to assess it yourself and kind of figure out, is it worth it and is it something that I want to spend my money on, and just do a few calculations there, and I'll probably have a video out when the wipe comes about, is the Bitcoin farm worth it. Yeah, you just kind of got to figure that out for yourself and kind of understand what's worth it and what's not, and that's something that I can't tell you in this video, but hopefully we will be able to figure out when the wipe happens. Okay, so after all that, I would basically recommend just going for quests. That's basically the last thing that you can do in Tarkov. I said the main three, and if you get your hideout and money going well, the last thing major thing you have to do is tasks. So obviously we want to get to level 10 as early as possible, and that was before the Bitcoin farm or the hideout even. But after that, there's not a crazy incentive besides getting traders, which is very important. So to get all these traders to max level, where they have the crowns, if you don't know, that means max, you need to get level 40. So obviously I'm level 38, and that's why I don't have mechanic or ragman maxed. But Jaeger, skier, therapist, prep warrior, and peacekeeper all have requirements less than level 40, and fences kappa, which I also didn't go for. But yeah, so just try and grind as much as possible. Once again, you can go up here, look at the tasks, and you can just do these. I find it makes the game more fun, and yeah, just do these as you progress throughout the game. It increases your level quite a bit, and yeah, it makes the game easier because it gives you more options in the guns and gear you can get, and overall that is the last thing that I would say you should do in the wipe. It's very important, but I just think it's not necessarily as important as like getting to level 10 or getting cash. All right, guys, that is basically going to be it. I hope this video helped. It was mostly geared towards newer players or just people who haven't played the game in quite a bit. Just as a little bit of some pre-wipe exposure to what's going to happen and what exactly you should go for. The things I stated in this video, can be changed around. Everyone's going to have different opinions, but what I talked about was the things that I want to do, and what I believe is the most important things you can do when the wipe first happens. But yeah, if this video helped or you enjoyed it, a like and a sub is definitely appreciated. And also go down and leave a comment if you're still here. It does help the channel quite a bit. But yeah, that's basically gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching.